So it's Monday. How do you think about Mondays? I hate Mondays. I really do. I came into work this morning and had to sit and read like this pile of paperwork. And it was like just more of the same. Every single page was the same, right? Then I got to this one story, which our writers, who we have excellent writers, came up with these, well, you know, with the writers' strike and all that. You don't like the writers?
I love our writers.
I do.
They're writing.
Yeah.
Which is more we can say than we can say
I
for
don't
most
write.
writers.
I don't write. They give me this, right? This is what we get. We get pages of just stuff, and they're like, you have to do this, okay? We didn't have no idea what it is either. It's just, what, 5, 6 pages of something. So anyway, I'm reading through all my stuff, and I come across this story of this kid, Diego, from Mexico City, and he glued his hand to his bed. Why might you ask? Right? Why would you glue your hand to your bed? Now, I got to say, that's pretty ingenious for a kid, you know, however big he was. It didn't really say. It was probably elementary school.
Okay.
Maybe middle school.
Why did he glue his hand?
Christmas break, did not want to go back to school at all. Didn't want to go back to school. So he glues his hand. Now, consider this. You have to put glue on your entire hand and put it on your bed. Somehow he thought this was a good idea, right? So his mom...
He didn't want to go back to school.
Well, I mean, it must have been one heck of a Christmas break.
I think it's pretty smart, actually. I mean,
yeah.
It's not, but...
No,
I mean,
but...
it's a good
you got to
idea.
give him credit for
when
thinking, you know, I'm not going back to school. I'm going to glue my hand on my bed.
So how did it turn out?
Well, his mom tried a whole bunch of home remedies, and not really sure how many, but enough to realize that what she had at her bathroom arsenal was not going to solve the problem for him. So she calls the paramedics, and they show up to the house. Unluckily for Diego, in time to remove his hand from the bed and send him off to school.
Oh, that sucks.
I know.
That sucks. He had to go to school after all.
You know, after all that, and you got like that, you know, sticky.
Anyway, tough luck, Diego. Maybe next year.
Should tough it out like the rest of us had to.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Had to be
so what else did the writers give you?
Actually,
they gave me some stuff too. Let's see.
Yeah, you got it.
Disney bans kids.
Kids? Isn't Disney all about kids?
Yeah.
So why would they ban kids? The whole theme park?
No, not the whole theme park, but one of its hotels' restaurants has. Kids under 10 are no longer allowed to come inside. The restaurant itself maintains a AAA 5-diamond status, I guess you would say.
5-diamond award?
Yeah.
I've never heard of a 5-diamond award. That must be a restaurant thing.
Yeah, it's a restaurant
5-star.
Nevertheless, kids are not allowed in there because...
must be some pricey food.
$125 a plate.
Ouch.
Starting out.
Man, how can you afford $125 a plate?
I know a kid can't afford that.
Right. Well, you don't expect your average 10-year-old to come in and be, oh, you got $125 for a meal, right? But how, after spending as much money as it costs to get in the park, and I get it, everything's covered, you can ride all the rides, you can go see all the attractions and all that kind of stuff, but how are you going to come up with another $125 just to go have a meal?
Some people save all year for this kind of thing.
Yeah, there is.
Anywho.
$4,000 or $5,000.
Some restaurants in Disney are not allowing kids in there because there's a strict dress code. It's a pricey meal, 7-course meal, things like that. So be careful.
And they also say that kids under 10 don't usually come in that restaurant anyway, so
no,
it's not really a big deal. Kind of making a lot of hype over nothing, I think.
Anyway,
yeah.
I guess parents, Disney's doing you a favor on this.
Oh, here's one for you, right? Who has the meanest mom? Is your mom pretty cool? My mom's cool.
My mom's awesome.
Yeah, my mom's really cool. This woman from Iowa has dubbed herself the meanest mom on the planet.
How did she achieve this title?
Yeah. I'm telling you, if my mom did this, I mean, I love my mom, love you, Mom, but she decided to sell her son's car after she found alcohol in the car. Oh, I know, right? I mean, can you imagine being 18, 19, 20, 21 years old and not having a bottle of... No.
Is that a norm thing to have a bottle of Jack in the car? Oh, can I say Jack?
Or even a beer. Yeah, Jack.
Beer.
So anyway, she sells her son's car. And he only had it for like 3 weeks. when she found the booze inside. So she places an ad in the newspaper, and it reads, Olds, 1999 intrigue. Totally uncool parents who obviously don't love teenage son selling his car. Only driven for 3 weeks before Snoopy mom, who needs to get a life, found booze under the front seat. $3,700, her best offer. Call meanest mom on the planet. How could you do that to your son?
I wouldn't call her.
No? I mean, I would call her just because $3,700 for that car, probably not bad. I got a friend who has an Olds Intrigue, and it's a pretty nice car. But
Okay.
it's terrible.
I would be really upset if I was a son,
Would you?
but then I see the mom's point. Maybe she bought the car in the first place, and I don't know. I see both sides.
Well, there's a lesson to be learned.
I
right?
understand both ways, so I don't know.
Don't drink and drive.
No, of course not.
You know, if you find booze in the car, chances are you were drinking it and you're driving. I mean, it's a harsh lesson to learn, but I will bet you that he will not ever have booze in the car again.
He doesn't have a car anymore, so
No,
I guess
there's
he's not
that.
going to.
Yeah, right.
Anywho,
Okay.
can you imagine searching for 4 years to find your birth mother and finding out that she was right under your nose all along?
Well, that is exactly what happened to Steve Flagg, Plainfield Township, Michigan. When Steve reached the age of 18, he contacted his adopted parents, Pat and Lois Flagg, to try to locate his biological mother.
And after getting their approval, he began his quest. His first stop was DA Blodgett for Children, the adoption agency where he was adopted from. That would be my first stop. His
Yeah.
mother had left the adoption record open, so that one day he may be able to find her if he wished.
Well, he did. Indeed. He obtained some information, including the name Christine Talladay. Christine Talladay. Sorry, Christine. However, when he searched for her on the internet, nothing turned up. He found himself at a dead end and was left with only a name.
In October of last year, almost 4 years later, he looked at the person he received at the adoption agency and realized something. He had been spelling his mother's surname incorrectly. When he tried the search again, he found he was onto something. His new search turned up a home address just around the corner from where he was raised, and less than a mile from the Lowe's home improvement store in Plainfield Township, where he was employed as a delivery driver.
Could you imagine?
Or getting close.
3 miles away. That's insane.
Steve mentioned this to his manager at Lowe's. When he mentioned the name to her, she replied, "You mean Chris Talladay that works here?" Flagg was shocked when he learned this. He had met her when she started working for the store months before, but didn't know her full name. And he only knew her as Chris, the head cashier.
Wow.
So for nearly 2 months, he tried to find the perfect way to approach her with this discovery. "I would walk by her, look at her from a distance, not knowing how to approach her," Flagg told the Grand Rapids Press. "You don't come stocked with information on how to deal with this." Finally, he stopped by the DA Blodgett office once more to tell them of his find. And one of the employees there volunteered to call Talladay for him. So they said, "Hey, I'll call your mom for you."
That would be a ridiculously hard thing to do. I started crying, Talladay said. I figured he would call me sometime, but not like this. And that would be a hard, I can't imagine the emotion that went through her when she found out that the guy walking by her every single day was her son. Just no idea.
Indescribable, I would say.
They would say hi occasionally as coworkers, you know.
But afterwards,
They
they got together and they talked and they finally realized, yes, I love
Which
you,
is a
I
good
love
thing.
you too, I've looked forever for you. And they talked for about 2.5 hours on the phone. Steve said that he is eager to meet Talladay's other 2 children, Alexandria, 12, and Brandon, 10, his half-siblings, just in time for the holidays. "I have a complete family now, all my kids," Talladay said. "It's a perfect time of year. It's the best Christmas present ever."
That would be
So,
an amazing Christmas present. That's a good story.
it is a good story.
See, told you, we have good writers.
We have great writers.
Come up with stories that from the heart. Can't
Let's
do
see.
that. Can I do that from the heart? Well, folks, that's it. That's the end of the allotted time we have for Monday. Yeah, well, there's a whole thing on Stupid Crooks that I wanted to do too. The writers did a lot with it, but you know,
We need to do it.
yeah,
We need to
we
do it.
will. Actually, come back again tomorrow,
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Can we say that?
Yeah, we can say Tuesday.
Okay.
Come back Tuesday. then we'll fill you in on all the stupid crooks that we couldn't get in today. See you later.